Natural Resources and Environment Minister Warawut Silpa Acha chair a meeting discussing pollution management in the kingdom that resolved to revise an action plan for tackling air particulate matter. The issue recently resurfaced when Thailand officially entered the cold season, with the daily AQI or air quality index for Bangkok often in the range of 70 to 90, indicating acceptable air quality that may nevertheless pose a risk for some people, particularly those unusually sensitive to air pollution. Additionally, the board revealed that it has developed the country's first ever application for facilitating scheduled agricultural burning activities. Deputy Prime Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan meanwhile attended a meeting on policies to manage marine and coastal resources. The Deputy Premier said Thailand needs to adopt a systematic approach for managing marine resources, which includes declaring protection areas, following up on the national plan to preserve dugongs, and addressing coastal erosion. He underlined the fact that all of these measures need cooperation from all sides to be effective.
The Ministry of Transport has revealed that it will request a retrial against the ruling that required the government to pay construction contractor Hopewell Thailand 25 billion baht in compensation, citing new evidence. According to Transport Minister Saksayam Chitchab, the ministry has filed a new petition with the Department of Special Investigation and the Supreme Administrative Court against the verdict requiring the Thai government to compensate Hopewell Thailand, a contractor for a cancelled Bangkok transportation project in the 1990s. A preceding retrial petition had already been filed and rejected by the court. The Minister of Transport said another retrial petition is now being filed, citing new evidence the ministry has obtained on the company's objectives. Hopewell Thailand has already demanded that compensation be paid within 15 days, followed by a legal process should the request go unfulfilled. The Ministry of Transport said it must follow protocol, adding that it welcomed any legal process.
The Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation has officially launched the One Sub-District, One University campaign. Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation Minister Anek Lau Thammatat explained that the campaign involves sending a team of university students and public volunteers to help generate jobs in community-based tourism and environmental conservation. The campaign also seeks to strengthen community enterprises. Mr. Anek said the program will collect data from community in a big data format for analysis, which can later be revisited and analyzed. This will in turn help the campaign find the most suitable resolutions for issues facing each community, while allowing students to practice their skills. The 10 million baht budget campaign is expected to create about 60,000 jobs at some 3,000 sub-districts nationwide.
The Ministry of Commerce has announced that it will cut prices for almost 14,000 household items in a bid to reduce the cost of living for people amid the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the ministry, the campaign, started in April, is a joint effort between the government, manufacturers, distributors, and shops. The Commerce Ministry indicated that these goods fall into 6 categories comprising food and beverages, frozen cooked food, condiments, daily use products, soaps and body cleansers, and washing products. The agency further indicated that cleaning products such as detergents will see discounts of up to 70%. The campaign will run until the end of the month. Those interested can reach the Provincial Commercial Affairs Office for more information on the campaign and the organizing venues in each province.
Plastic has been a part of daily life in Thailand for over 70 years, after plastic beads were imported into the kingdom for the first time shortly after World War II. The material proved so important that Thailand began producing its own plastic beads in 1983, as to no longer rely on foreign imports. While producers like PTT Group and consumers alike now recognize and agree that single-use plastic products, such as bags and bottles, pose environmental issues, they continue to be an undeniable and not easily replaced part of the modern world, with studies showing that even a cloth bag would have to be used 7,000 times before proving as cost-effective as a plastic bag. Due to its necessity, PTT Group has instead sought ways to make plastic as environmentally friendly as possible, innovating materials and designs, and advocating for new practices, including upcycling and creating a circular economy. PTT invites everyone to join in the effort to sustainably use plastic so that it can continue to serve its integral role in the world. PTT, sustainable growth for all.
Has someone you know sent you advice from an unknown expert against coronavirus? Watch out. The expert may not be an authentic one. One way to manipulate information is through the use of a false expert who can add more credibility to the message. Always verify who that expert is and which organization they represent. During the COVID-19 outbreak, only trust official information sources and credible media outlets. Do not share unverified information. This is a message from UNESCO.
Radio Thailand News broadcast from the Public Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government on AM 918, FM 88, FM 95.5 and FM 107. For advertising inquiries, please email us at radiothailand@outlook.com. Business News.
In business news, Malaysian state oil firm Petronas has approved an additional 10 billion ringgit or $2.4 billion dividend to the government to help fight the COVID-19 pandemic.